Let's head out to the hotline and bring on Broncos defensive tackle DeShawn Williams. DeShawn, you're on with Ryan Edwards and Benjamin Allbright. How are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good. It's good to check in with you. And, boy, what a performance you guys put on. You specifically had a couple of sacks. And I don't know, did you guys have a good sense going into the game that you were going to have that kind of performance?
Yeah, like we just wanted to really just start the game off hot. You know, they got the first turnover. You know, any playing a team, we know that they create a lot of turnovers, and that's how they won majority of their games. You know, defense and special teams. So we wanted to just take it on ourselves. Why not us just get pressure, get sacks and turnovers, 3 and outs, like we've been doing, like we know how this defense can do, and I think we did that.
You know, the last time we checked in with you was after your interception that you got. Now you got a pair of sacks you added to the board right now. Which is more satisfying, getting the pick or getting the sacks?
I'll say sacks.
All right.
You know, everybody know you get them sacks, you get paid. So anything I can do to help, man, stopping the run, getting out the passer, but yeah, for sure, sacks.
Now, one of the things that we were just listening to Vic Fangio talk about, and I'd love to kind of get your thoughts on it, is kind of where the defensive line is at. I mean, there's a certain expectation. I think most people think, well, they're without all these guys. They're without their defensive starters. I mean, at this point, you guys are playing with a ton of confidence. It seems like that there's some nice kind of a synergy happening right there with the defensive line. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, in the NFL, to me, I feel like there's no, like, ones and twos. Everybody is a starter. And, like, our defensive line, you know, a couple of guys are down for the year, so we just took it on ourselves, like, let's not have no drop-off because they brought us here for a reason. They picked this group of defensive linemen for a reason. And I just feel like our confidence, like you said, our confidence is growing and growing each week.
You know, you guys have really been resilient, and it's interesting to me to watch because you get out there and you watch us, you know, talking heads and blowing hot air on TV and the radio, and, you know, you see these guys on ESPN, and they're like, well, this is a whole backup line. They're about to get bullied. And then you guys did the bullying. They had no answer for the twist whatsoever in that game. Were you surprised at how successful that was all game?
Yeah, it's just, man, we had it was a working man week last week of practice, man. We put in so much just hard work during the week of practice because we know these last, not this game, but the prior 2 weeks, we wasn't playing to our capability. And, man, we just put the work in. We, like you said, we worked those games to death, man. And then just, like, for it to come out on the field and work like it did to get 6 sacks, man, it was great.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because I was listening to Justin Simmons after the game, and he was talking about how it was last week that was kind of almost a seminal moment for you guys, like giving up over 200 yards rushing to your division rival Raiders and sort of watching them just basically do whatever they wanted. And as a defense, you guys really wanted to come out and put a statement out there. So I think a lot of people sometimes look at the wins as sort of the spark moment for the season, but maybe we actually look at last week against the Raiders as a bit of a spark for you guys too.
Yeah, it's like you said, man, we capitalize, like we pride ourselves on stopping the run, and them to have 200 yards, I was like, you know, you got to look yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, it's time to step it up. And then, like you say, the wins is no better because we win when we stop the run and we play great defense and we help our offense and special teams, and it's showing.
You know, I think that next week's opponent, you got Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints. Are you disappointed at all you're not going to be able to get out there and try to put it to Drew Brees, or are you just looking forward to the different challenge maybe that Taysom Hill brings to the table?
Man, pretty sure just the difficult task because it sucks that Drew Brees not out there. You know, he was one of those freak injuries. Mm-hmm. And we hope that he get healthy and come back because, you know, Drew Brees is a legend, and to play against him, be my first time playing against would be awesome. But the other guy that they have, man, he's a freakish athlete, so we got to be ready for him throwing and running.
One of the things that I remember listening to last week, maybe it was the week before, but it was Josie Jewell, and he said, yeah, I mean, at this point, we really just want to start winning. You know, we're a team that's hungry for wins. Is that the best way to sort of characterize that locker room right now, considering where this team has been over the last couple of years?
Yes, sir, the best way to describe it, because what's crazy is during the game, the first half, we wasn't really. Some people were saying like, "Man, ain't got a sack yet," and then everybody was like, "Man, you know what? If we all do our job, everybody gonna eat." And then the second half, everybody just locked in, started doing our job, and then it was like one sack, then another sack, then another big hit or a pick, and we just fed off each other's energy. We just wanted to play hard for each other.
Well, I have a hard-hitting question for you here. Shelby Harris and I have gone back and forth on this because he apparently has terrible taste in Thanksgiving food and doesn't like turkey. He says it's a dry bird. So I'm hoping you're on my team in this one, and we can set him up for something. You tell him you got those 2 sacks because you had a pregame meal of turkey and see what he says.
Ridiculous.
Y'all know Shelby, man. He'll let me have it. He already know who I got that idea from.
Yeah, of course he will. Hey, but by the way, so DeMarcus brought in fried chicken Friday this last week. Maybe that's something you guys build on.
What's crazy is he's been doing it. He'll be like, "I'm only gonna do it when we win." but it also like it shows like for him just to go out his way and do that. Don't like. Didn't nobody on the team was like, "Hey, D-Walk, get us some chicken." No, he just do that to kind of his heart, and I think that's the type of guys that we have in this locker room. We just a brotherhood. We just want to play hard for each other, or just know that we have each other's back, and I think that's what this team is banking on.
Last one here for you. The Broncos offense did a great job running the ball. What kind of a boost does it give the defense when the offense is playing with that kind of confidence?
A big boost, man, because we know people, outside of our locker room, saying that they're not good, and man, every week they just keep pushing, man, and it's like, especially last week, we only played one series in the third quarter, and we was like, wow, this feels good. We can catch our breath and have energy, and I think that confidence is just going to keep growing.
It certainly looks like that. Congratulations on the win. It was a really great performance from you as well. Look forward to talking to you again here very soon.
Thank you for having me.